the reason I want to interview you is I want people to know that it can be done. Like you can, if you really focus, you could get it done. And you're like full-time student, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what that, you must be really good at like time management. No?
No, I'm horrible at time management. I
Really?
procrastinate till last second to do stuff. But I mean,
Oh, but
like I only procrastinate the things I know that I can procrastinate on. But everything else I will do.
yeah.
Especially if I want to do it.
So all right, let's start this. So, Renata, how are you today?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm doing good.
Awesome. So I just recently met you, like not too long ago. And can you tell everybody just a quick little bio, who you are, where you're from, and things like that, your certification? Just give us a little background.
Okay. So I'm Renata. I go to UCF. I'm a psychology student. I'm actually a senior. And then over quarantine, I realized that I'm actually truly passionate about health and fitness. And so I bought a NASM course and I passed it recently. And I started a TikTok account as well over quarantine. And, it's been slowly growing and I'm almost at 200K, which is pretty amazing. And yeah, I'm excited to start training.
That's great. So it was during quarantine. What was it about being in quarantine that made you want to get into like health and fitness and wanting to be a trainer? What was it?
Well, I kind of realized that I was already training my friends, just like kind of like by accident, and I realized that I like doing it and like getting them into like a healthy lifestyle kind of thing. And I also shadowed this psychologist over the summer, and I kind of realized it's just not something I want to do, like just sitting in a chair the whole day and like listening to people's problems. Although I love to do that, it's just I don't think I can sit in a chair the whole day. And I loved it, but I didn't think that I could do it as a career. And so that kind of really made me realize that personal training is what I want to do. And it's something like I've always been passionate about.
That's
So,
amazing. And you're in your senior year, right?
yeah.
So I can't even imagine what you spent on your degree for psychology.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I,
there's lots of aspects of that you'll be able to put right into personal training, right?
yeah, for sure. I don't regret getting the college experience. But like I'm still glad I went to college, but it's just kind of weird being a senior and realizing, oh, like I don't actually want to go to grad school and be a child psychologist.
Right, right. Well, hey, it's a good thing to find that out now and not 10 years from now. So
Yeah, exactly.
and this is the perfect time to launch a personal training business, a fitness business, because it seems like through quarantine, I feel like a lot more people are aware of the fact that they want to get healthier. Just being stuck inside, they want to get out, they want to move. So this is like a perfect opportunity for you.
No, yeah.
Right?
That's really true. And a lot of like YouTubers, like the workout YouTubers like MadFit and Chloe Ting, they really took off during quarantine because I think a lot of people realized like, all right, I need to work out.
Yep, yep, and couldn't go to a traditional gym. So now that's opening it up to do all different types of training, which you want to be, at least for now, exclusively virtual, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that is for now.
That's I just think it's great. And so when did you actually get certified? It was very recently, right? It was maybe
Yeah,
a month ago.
I think it was the 30th of last month.
September?
Yeah,
September.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Can I just ask how long did it take you to go through the study program? And, once you ordered your materials, how long did it take to get certified?
Well, if I'm being, if
Oh
I'm being,
no.
I knew most of the material already. I was just like taking my time through the notes and like just like really going over it, even though I already knew like most of the information. And I really buckled down in the last week before they before the test because I that was the last day I could take it for like virtual tests at least. I'm not sure about like in real life, but yeah, it was the last day I could take it, so I really buckled down the last week and especially the last 3 days, and yeah, I passed. So
That's great. I remember you telling me that, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I did. And it was like I had that deadline. They give you a certain amount of time to take your exam,
yeah,
and then the deadline comes up, and then it's like an immersion. It's an immersion course for a week.
yeah.
You live in your pajamas. You're just like studying the manual nonstop, right?
I could have like done the whole course in like 3 weeks if I actually like just did it.
Yeah.
But I just like if I know I can procrastinate, I will procrastinate.
So okay, so that brings me to my next question, because so you crash coursed your course, got certified because you know what you want. You want it now. And first of all, how did you find Marissa? Were you following her on TikTok previously?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
following Marissa for quite some time now. Like I've seen her grow from at least 100,000 followers. Now she's at 320 or 340,000. But I've been following her since about 100,000.
You're about to catch up to her. You do realize that. Like that could be happening like any.
Well, it'd be pretty cool. I mean, my goal is to get to 1 million followers by the time I started my account last year, like a year since I started my fitness account.
Perfect. I love it. So now, what made you? So how did you know? Well, you didn't actually know that we had a program, right? Like a coaching program. You just Did you just randomly message Marissa and say, "Hey, like, how did you set up your business?"
Yeah, so not really. I asked Marissa, I was like, hey, like I'm like really confused about how to start an online business. Like how do I do this? Because like NASM course doesn't talk about that. Like it talks about being a personal trainer in a gym, but I don't want to do that. Like I want to be an online personal trainer and reach people around the world. And so I messaged her and I was like, hey, like, can you help me? And she was like, yeah, actually, like my mom, she has this thing where she helps people exactly like you. And I was like, oh, okay. And then, yeah.
Rest is history. Rest is history. We got on a call, and yeah, so you just invested in our program like a week ago. Seriously, I think it was a week. I don't remember. It was last week, one day. And the reason I wanted to bring you on today is because you are so motivated, inspired, such a hard worker. I mean, you have gotten more done in a week than what most trainers will accomplish in a year or more. And I am not even joking you. Like what you've put together in 1 week, like some trainers never even get to. So,
Oh, wow.
like, for example, your name, right? Your business name. And if I miss anything, let me know. You accomplished your name, your LLC. I mean, most people like are so overwhelmed by just the thought of that, setting up a business. LLC, your logo, you designed your whole entire website, you attached your payment gateways to your website so that people can actually pay you, and we tested it and it works, so you were ready to launch. Mm-hmm. You went through all of that, didn't get crazy overwhelmed because I didn't get any messages from you freaking out at all about, I mean, you weren't freaked. Oh, another thing you did, you came up with all of your programs and all of your pricing. I mean, that's one thing that most trainers struggle with. They don't know what to offer for programs or how to price it. And it's just this big ball of confusion. You also came up with a super awesome contract for your clients to sign. Am I leaving anything out? Like, what else did you figure out? I mean, that's pretty much all you need.
Yeah, I think you covered everything.
Okay, and you did that while being a full-time student.
Yeah.
And got this done in less than a week. You were super motivated. I mean, we were texting some nights like after 11 o'clock at night. So I know that you're up late, you're working on your business. It's just really, really refreshing and inspiring to see somebody actually take action that quickly and implement like all the strategies that, I mean, and quite honestly, it took me years to get to where you are already. I mean, just having it structured. When you found out that we had a program, what was it that made you say yes to investing in yourself? Because a lot of people will say, no way, I'm not spending money on my business. Like, there's no way I'm going to spend money. What was it? How did you have the insight to know that that's important?
Well, first of all, I kind of just trusted Marissa. She was like I know this is, this is a lot for a college student, but she was like, it's worth it. And I was like, I mean, like I need the help, and like I'm ready to invest. So I saved up. But also the fact that you took the time to like do a Zoom call with me, and I don't know, I just felt like you were a really nice person. And I reached out to other people as well. Like I reached out to Marissa and a couple other trainers, and I didn't feel like they were good fits. Like they also have like some kind of program along those lines. But I didn't feel like they were like a good fit, and like they actually really wanted to help me. So
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
yeah.
Yeah, we will literally do whatever it takes to help you and make sure that this works for you and that you're successful. So, and that's why I do like Zooms, because I like to be able to see your face. And the way I feel about phone calls is it's just so like impersonal. I'd rather see your face, but that's just me personally. How long, if you didn't invest in the program, how long do you think it would have taken you to learn everything you've learned in the last week?
I don't know. Like probably forever. Well, like my brother's like a business kind of person, so I probably would have nagged him a lot, but even he probably wouldn't have been able to put me on the right path like you can, because he doesn't specialize in like personal training businesses. So although he knows like some stuff, I still don't think I would have been on the right track so quickly.
Oh, I have a good one. What would you say to a trainer who is afraid to invest in their business? Should they do trial and error method? Because that's what I call it. I call it the trial and error method, or pay for help. What would you tell like a brand new trainer?
I mean, if you're really trying to succeed, like you're already making a business, which is already like, it's a pretty risky step. So you might as well invest some money and get like the proper help you need so you can succeed and have a business that's like running well. So I mean, you can go through trial and error and trial and error and struggle, or you can just get the help that you need.
Yeah, that's a great answer. What's your and I know I asked you this off camera or not recorded, but and you don't have to share this if you don't want to, but where would you like to be a year from now in your business?
Hopefully training like lots of clients, hundreds, maybe. I don't know how far I can go before I like can't do anymore, but I'd like to train as many clients as I possibly can while traveling the world. So yeah.
That's an awesome goal. And I have no doubt that you're going to be able to do it. I mean, you have you have everything it takes. You have the persistence. You just like, you put your head down and decided you were going to do something, and then you just did it. And it's just, I'm so excited for you. Everything you've done in the last week, literally you went from a piece of paper saying that do you have that handy? Do you have it near
I
you?
don't. They take like 4 to 6 weeks to like
Ah,
make it to
so
you.
you don't
So
even have your certificate to hold up yet. You're
no.
that brand new. This is wild. And you were at, so you started your TikTok account a year. How long ago was that?
I believe it's been 5 months, maybe like near 6.
And it's starting to seriously snowball now.
Yeah,
Your TikTok.
I just like made a viral video. Like I made a viral video that got to like 500,000, and then I made another viral video like a day or two later, and now it's at like 3.3 million, something around there. And I just I went from 60K to like almost 200K, like basically overnight. So
Basically overnight you did. And the beautiful thing about that, and it's not for everyone. I mean, TikTok is not for everyone. You really do have to have
thick skin.
yes, thick skin. Exactly. If that's how you're going to build your business. But it's all free advertising. So all of your clients are free. You didn't have to pay. You didn't have to go through Facebook ads and YouTube ads, and even you can advertise on TikTok now. That just came out recently. You will never need to pay TikTok. Actually, they will be paying you soon.
Yeah.
So, right? Right? So, I mean, that's another whole revenue stream that a lot of people don't even realize is there, right?
Yeah, the viral video definitely got me some income there.
I love it. Would you, okay, before we close, can you don't give out any of your secrets, but just give out a couple quick tips to somebody who might want to get on that TikTok platform for themselves. And it does take talent. You do have to have something unique, but could you give a few just general tips if somebody wanted to dive into TikTok?
Yeah, so make sure to really show who you are, your personality, and what makes you stand out from other people. I've just been being myself, and I didn't realize I knew that I was like I felt like I could impact the world, and I started doing it, and it looks like I'm helping. So that's pretty cool. Definitely try to stand out. Um, the second thing, you want to use hashtags that are not like for you page or something like that. You want to use hashtags that are specifically what you're showing in the video. So a lot of my videos are like about weight loss. So I'll use the hashtag weight loss, and that's it. So I think that's a big mistake that people make. They'll use like those for you page hashtags that literally, like, what is that going to do for you? And then what else? I think that's the only things I can think of right now. But honestly, you can't give up on the TikTok platform, because for a while I wasn't growing. Like I remember I was stuck at like 200 followers, and I was like thinking like I'm never gonna get to 1 million. And my best friend was like you're impacting people, like even if it's a couple people. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like even if I make a difference in one person's life, then that's good enough for me. And I just kept making videos, and then I got to 20K, got stuck there again. I got stuck at 40K, then 60K, and then you kind of just you keep going and you gain more followers.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much for the tips. People do ask me all the time, like, how are they doing that on TikTok? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, Marissa figured it out. You figured it out. A lot of people, it's a great way to advertise, for free and show, like you said, who you are.
Yeah.
And I think there are some older people on there too, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not just for younger kids, right?
There's actually a lot of older people, and I've seen a lot of older people actually blow up, because I feel like older people are like more rare, and so like when you see videos of like older people, like people pay attention
Right,
more.
that makes sense. That makes sense. So, does that mean we have to learn those dances or can we do whatever we want?
I don't know how to dance, and I haven't done any dances whatsoever.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's up to you. It'd probably be funny seeing like an adult trying to do a dance, so you might be able to get people's attention that way. You definitely want to hook the audience from the start of the video.
Okay.
I mean, that could be funny for people to see.
Hey, you never know. Maybe at some point I'll pick it up and add it to my business. For now, I'm gonna let you and Marissa rock with it. But thank you so much. I really appreciate being able to interview you so that you can inspire other people, because I do think there's a lot of confusion. Everybody gets their certificate. Well, they get their piece of paper that says they passed, and then it's like, now what? They don't know what to do next.
Yeah, I like a lot of people don't even end up using it. They'll either go to a gym and like personal train there, but you have to like work on like someone else's schedule, you know?
Yeah.
And I've never wanted to do that or had a desire to work for another person. So that definitely motivated me to like start my own business. Yeah.
Yeah. You and I are a lot alike. I have a very hard time having a boss. So, and I think a lot of trainers, it's the same thing. They want to be their own boss, but they don't know how. So they do. You're right. They just go get a job at the gym. Couple years later, realize it's like, I mean, they're not making enough. They're working tons of hours. So you did the right thing. I'm so excited for you. So, all right. Well, I'm going to, I'll end the video. So thank you so much, Renata. I appreciate it.
No problem.
And we'll be watching you. I'm gonna want to circle back and interview you again in a few months, so because everybody will want to stay updated with how you're doing with your business. So, and I'm going to start just probably a YouTube channel or something just centered around the fitness business. And then I could be like Renata part 1, everybody will be wondering how you're doing. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.